How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. It's a very long name now that I think about it. Probably should say it like I say yesterday, Hot Pursuit Remastered. Anyways, on to the career. Apparently, there are more copy events than racer events. You can see 78 for racer and 63 for cop, so eventually we will run out of them. I should... The last event that I played was a cop one, so I should do a racer one. Had to be a preview, I guess. Of the Apollo Gampert. It's an interesting car. This one appeared in Drive Club. Like, I never seen this car outside of that game. That's mostly because I haven't played that many modern racing games, I guess, but it's apparently one of those like hyper cars that is from the 2010s decade, right? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look half bad. Looks cool. I cannot imagine the price though. It's probably a lot of zeros to the right. Yeah. I mean that's the same with all these hyper cars. They are not meant to be affordable precisely. Ah shit, okay. Also, I've been thinking that this game basically did three things that I've been complaining since Underground, which is like 10 games ago. Like, it does three things that I've been complaining that the games didn't have them, and this game has all three of them. That is subtitles, like a crash system like in Burnout, and also an approximation of the takedown system also from Burnout. There are three things that I've been wanting to see since Need for Speed Underground. Again, like 10 games ago, like 10 games before this one, and essentially like a whole decade in between. And they only do it on this game for the first time. It's crazy to me that they took so long. I understand all the crash and the takedown stuff, since I guess that's more of a preference, I guess. I mean, some people might not like that. Some people might prefer the slow motion from the previous games instead of having an actual crash system, but with subtitles there is absolutely zero excuse for them to have done subtitles for the first time in this game. It's like, you know, not like it's a hard thing to do, you know, that many games from very old consoles, from very long past generations, have subtitles. It's not like we are talking out some cutting edge technology. Yeah, apparently it was for Need for Speed. Ah, that was so close. Damn it. Very close. Isn't there a button to restart? Yeah, you have it right there. If you press X, you retry, which is pretty cool, honestly. I mean, the previous Need for Speed games also had that. Alright, so I didn't do badly. I just needed to do slightly better. But that's not saying much. Not really sure how I can do slightly better here, though. You see the PV on the top right, 2 minutes 50. I mean, pretty much almost the same as gold, but barely not enough. But for example, that shortcut on the right, I could have taken it, and it would have saved time, for sure. But I guess for now, just try to be consistent. Though I gotta say that the way this car drives is a little bit awkward. It's like feels like it oversteers a little bit. Oh, I got bounty for top speed. The interesting thing is that bounty is supposed to be the actual point system that lets you unlock stuff, but I don't really pay attention to it whatsoever. It's probably better that way. You just play as you wanna play. Also, that is a scripted weather change. It also happened on the previous run. When you go past that, it's a railroad. It starts like suddenly getting cloudy and rains. But it doesn't really rain. You should see a couple of lightnings. So this is most likely gonna be a worse run than the previous one. It's pretty nice. Potentially a worse run. Oh, there is... No, but you cannot take that shortcut. No, you can. Ah, fuck me, that's the difference. That's essentially what the game expects you to do to win. I mean, you can still win without it, but it would be better for you to take it. Didn't it? No, OLED. It seems very neutral on it, right? It's like it will take you a very similar amount of time. I'm not sure. This time I got it. Damn, I did that 4 seconds faster, really? Okay, sure. I'm not sure how that was 4 seconds faster, but... Yeah, I guess I'll take it. Why not? But yeah, apparently now I'm a felon, I think it says. And we get the Force GT also for the racer events. I mean, the rewards tend to pretty much be the same, assuming you do both campaigns at the same time. Right, so here we have to use this Porsche, no matter what. Okay, no problem. It's a hot pursuit with 6 busts, 4 roadblocks and 6 EMPs, okay. That should be fine. I like that they say that EMP is electromagnetic pulse, yeah, correct. Though ironically that makes it make even less sense. Like the fact that it's an electromagnetic pulse because it acts as... I don't know what really, but certainly not an actual EMP. But it's fine. I mean, if it was an actual EMP... Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure you cannot really throw a projectile and call it an EMP. An EMP is something more of a field, right? It's not really something you shoot like a bullet. And if you were to shoot an EMP to a car, I'm pretty sure you will automatically disable it. Like, it's not like you're gonna slow it down or deal a little bit of damage, no, like, it's gone. But it's not like I have knowledge of the topic enough to make a clear assessment. So yeah, don't trust my war there, because it's most likely not accurate. Also, this guy was pretty nice to his racer mate there. He took the hit for him. Pretty brave, pretty heroic. But yeah, you still got hit. Oh, the other guys also got hit by that. It's not a good idea to try and stop them by braking in front of them. Like doing a brake check, the only thing that it's gonna do is making you crash like that. Okay, the EMP should be enough to bring this guy down. Though they are all almost there. That will teach him. Yeah, I busted him. Oh, and these guys are both pretty much there. Oh, did I get them both? Yeah, I did. It was during the cutscene. And I think the game doesn't know what to point. Okay. Yeah, just point to that guy completely off the side of the road. Pretty funny. Yeah. The game didn't know what to do because it was taken out while the cutscene was playing, so... But hey, at least it didn't crash. Other games will have a crash. Alright, got a new car. Oh, the Dodge Viper, nice. So that means that we probably are gonna unlock the Viper on the racer side soon enough. Well, maybe even after this. Wait, Gauntlet, that's a new type. Something out of the BMW. And what is it? What do you want me to do with this car? What gauntlet do you want me to complete? Oh, it's just a time trial. Well, you just call it gauntlet to sound fancy. It's just a fucking time trial, dude. Gauntlet. Trying to sound all fancy and shit. Come on. Oh, I get why. It's because the police is gonna go after me. Yeah, that's a restart. It's because I have spike strips. If it was a time trial, it would be... there wouldn't be any, because I mean I wouldn't have anyone to deal with, but you know, here the police is probably gonna be involved. That probably also means that the time should be easier to get, because like the mission understands that the police is gonna be a part of the event. Yeah, well, that's a pretty nice cutscene, dude. That should be a restart too. It's okay, I believe.
I've made contact.
You made contact? But you will make contact with something else. Here, how you make contact with this? Oh, I made contact. Why don't you say that now, stupid bitch? You made contact. Congratulations on that. What about now? Wait, the other one didn't get hit somehow? He was right next to him. How could he not have gotten hit? But I also shouldn't really use all these spike strips like they are nothing, because I only have 3 of them, and well, I mean, right now there's only 1 remaining. So yeah, I probably should be a little bit more conservative with the usage of these things. But that being said, here, that guy got fucked. I wonder if you get rid of the 2 of them, if they are gonna spawn more, or if like that's it, you are free for the rest of the chase. Well, we're out to find out, I guess. See, both cops are out. Unbelievable. How can you get taken out in a fully armored vehicle by just a factory car with no modifications? Well, at least in the radio they are still going. But that doesn't mean anything. Ah, fuck. Man. Yeah, with 20 seconds remaining, there is absolutely no way I'm gonna make it. Though that's interesting, because I mean, I know that I crashed at the beginning and lost a lot of time, but then like, that's not even close. That's 1 kilometer away. Okay, so no, the game essentially does not take into account the fact that the cops are after you, which is a problem. Well, it's fine. I mean, at least the first crash is the one I should avoid. After that, oof, I'm glad he used the brakes there. First of all, avoid crashing on this tunnel. Though that's such a messed up like cutscene, because you resume at full speed and not precisely in a good angle, because it's not like it's a straight tunnel. It has like a slight steering that you need to do. If you're gonna take the shortcuts like that, I think that it's better that you don't take them at all. You know, have the slight feeling. I only got one of them, but yeah, you want to use the spike strip to make sure that they go as far as possible from you. See, those hits, pretty sure that the game doesn't really care about them. Though I think that that's also another issue. Those wreck cop cutscenes, I think that they are not considered as something that gets the time stopped. So basically the time keeps running while those cutscenes are there, and that might make it overall slower, which is a problem. But bad spike strip. Oh, crash escape. Oh, because he crashed on a traffic car, I think. This might be a legitimately hard gold medal to achieve. I hope not, but it's not looking very nice right now. It should. It would be nice at least if you wreck both cops, if they gave you like a reward or not. Also, right there after that cutscene, the car was already drifting onto the corner, so the AI of the game does take over during cutscenes, which makes sense, and that was so much better. It was actually very, very good. Okay, nice. New series? What do you mean? These are all cars that... Oh, the Lamborghini, you mean? I guess the other cars are all super events. I'm not sure about the distinction that you're making here, because they don't really seem much different from each other, you know? Oh, how many Porsches does this game have? I think that this is like the 6th or 7th one I've seen. And they all look the same. Alright, so I need to bust 6 guys, and I have a shit ton of resources to do that. The good thing is that as a police you deal way more damage than as a racer. Yeah, the guy with only 2 hits is now out. And he actually hit me. Those things apparently... Ah, fuck. He threw 2 in a row, I think. That was very loud. Wait, what's that sound? Oh, the shamming. Well, I can call the helicopter at least. Not sure who you're gonna focus on, you have like 5 guys. Well, I hit the spike strip, but so did the other guy. Unfortunately, it did not count as a bust. Wow, I'm a fucking idiot. Wait, that's the spike strip that the chopper left. And I'm about to go down at this rate. In fact, this should be a restart, guys. With that amount, yeah, you're not surviving that. Damn. I got hit by like, what, 3 spike strips? It's a little bit too much. Alright. No problem. The fact that they can do that and use the shammer at the same time is an issue.
I've made contact. My vehicle has taken damage.
So wait, did that guy say I made contact? Is that supposed to be me talking? How am I supposed to self-insert now? I can hear my own voice. Okay. I tried using the brakes and it didn't work. Using the brakes so he goes beyond me and misses the EMP, but no. Now the issue is that this chopper, well, he shoots spike strips, so I can also hit them, you know. That's the problem. Oh, get those. He went to the shortcut. No, chopper, what the hell? Was that meant to hit someone that isn't me, I mean? Are you for real? This teamwork is not really working. The work part of teamwork is not here, I will say. I cannot call roadblock. It's only the helicopter if you want to reach these guys. Oh, nice. That was right on time. Well, nice. At least the helicopter did something. I can barely believe it. Alright.
All units, weapon systems are down. Suspect is using a jammer.
What do you mean, aerial hit? Confirm. The issue here is that if I summon another helicopter, it's my last one. But there are still 3 cars remaining, so this ain't looking very positive right now. Well, I do have EMP. That should at least help a little bit. Well, yeah, the issue is that the cutscene completely cucked me there. Oh, nice. That spike strip sliding actually hit him. Now, the problem is that We're getting to the end of the race. That ain't good.
All units, local EMPs are authorized for use.
Not if all of them are not taken out. Okay, that spike strip didn't work. I'm gonna call the last helicopter.
1067, I repeat, spike
I'm not
strips
sure
now
what's
authorized
gonna
over.
happen. As long as I don't hit the helicopter spike strip, it should be fine.
I've made contact.
Did you? Or is that me talking? I think that's me talking to myself. And the helicopter didn't do shit. Or did he? Merit achieved. Yeah, but it's not enough. There is one more remaining. That is approaching. Boom. It's shit. Alright. That worked. I guess that worked by the sheer amount of tools I had to use. Like this same race but without power-ups. I don't think I would have gotten many. I guess that's the point. It's there for a reason. Okay, what range am I now? Yeah, promoted to what? Oh, my bad, I skipped it. Oops. I also skipped that. It's the equipment upgraded, because you get an upgrade of like one of the weapons, so that's kind of supposed to be important. Well, it's fine, don't worry about it. Here. On another hot pursuit. So what are those super races that you were mentioning? Does it involve these cars, maybe? Probably. Well, we can use this one, I guess. These are some pretty fancy colors. I prefer the first one, ironically. I think that I have a soft spot for cars with like a fancy, like brownish or like dark green paint. They usually look cool. But cool, I don't think is the word. They look elegant. That's what I like. Okay. Anytime that the police is involved as a racer, they give you weapons, but I don't really think it's necessary, since your objective is just getting to the end, you know.
Confirmed. I see a car come towards me at high speed. Suspect is driving aggressively. Central requesting permission to launch an EMP.
Approved. EMPs are authorized for use.
So all of these cars are supposed to be convertible. I guess that's the point of the event. Personally, I wouldn't. I mean, I don't drive cars. I don't even have a car or a license. But I feel like if I did, I wouldn't want to drive on a car without a roof. I know that the windshield is there, so the wind is not that big of an issue for you, but I still feel that, you know, just being out in the open when you are in something that is going that fast is not a good idea. Oh shit. Oh, well, I didn't even mean to wreck that guy. You can very easily wreck a lot of these guys by accident.
Yeah, this guy's not stopping. I'm gonna run a block on him.
All units, pursuit escalation.
Well, the roadblock here, if it's a higher level of roadblock, will be an issue. I didn't. Okay, what about that? Oh, that didn't work.
Spike strip is the target. Spike strip
It missed the target and I also got hit by the EMP. Alright, what do you think about this though?
Detecting an EMP lock signal. Take evasive maneuver.
Oh, that's a problem. Can I dodge that? Okay, that counted as a dodge somehow. I'm not sure how. I don't think it should have, but hey, I'm not complaining. Well, that one did hit. So shouldn't that guy be... Yeah, okay, there is the level 2 roadblock. A lot of things happening all of a sudden.
Suspect is out of range. EMP lock on failed.
But it's fine.
EMP online.
We are still back. Well, not if you do that.
Spike strip deployed. We're showing spike strip deployed at your location.
Oh, I keep forgetting I have the Shammer. Oh, that guy got hit by the EMP. Nice.
Suspect fighting back. I'm taking damage.
If you're getting targeted by the EMP instead of using the spike strip, you should be using the Shammer. That's what it's there for. So I'm seeing these guys be involved in multiple crashes and they still are not dead. I wonder if the opponent's in a hot pursuit when you're a racer. Okay, well no, you can take them, yeah, but like they are still going, you know? They don't simply are out of the race. They just get delayed a little bit. Yeah, all three of them are still there, so yeah, you try. Right, can you get past this one? Well, it would be nice if they stop taking the control out of me, though. Should I use another Shammer for the helicopter? Does it even help? I think that... ah, fuck. Well, at least I got one cop, I guess. I didn't see that. And I'm almost dead. Yeah, I'm not worried that much of... I should be worried. Yeah, I might actually get taken down here. No, might not. It will happen. Like one more hit. You can see the bar on the bottom right, the red bar. There is barely any red remaining, so chances that I survive this are extremely low. It's not even the cops hitting me, it's me hitting anything like that. Oh, I'm still alive. There is no bar remaining though. So here I think that if anything I'm gonna lose. Ah, that's a shame. I ended up losing. Well, that sucks. At least I made it to the end, and that was an extremely long race, 5 minutes and a half. Well, it didn't let me retry there. This is because of the level 2 spike strip. I would like to retry if you allow me to. Was it here? Yeah, this one. Oh, it even tells you that. It tells you 2 out of 3 because it only counts the golds. It's pretty interesting. Well, maybe I could use another car to give it more variety. Yeah, I might as well use the Lamborghini. Why would I have to nerf myself? Just use the best car in the list, you know? Might as well. It's crazy how long a lot of these races become. Like 5 minutes and a half for a single event is quite something. It is a shame that couldn't win on the previous one. Honestly, I would love to just completely destroy the police here. But here they keep appearing. Unlike that gauntlet thing that once you got rid of two, they stop appearing here. There will be more, even if you get rid of one or two. But I guess it's simply for the pleasure of destroying the police. It's simply for the thrill, you know? You have one there. Actually, I'm gonna go full against you. Huh? You didn't like that, did you? But how are you gonna like this, though? The racer guy behind me actually took it for him. No? Wait, Spike Strip I didn't mean to do that. So the Shammer also works on a Spike Strip. I guess I can more or less understand why, but it's still a little bit weird. See, I guess the Spike Strip is like electrified or something to be expanded. I guess it's original as a concept. Now I will deploy a Spike Strip myself here, but unfortunately... Okay, there you go. You're not dodging that bitch. So one of the police cars is out. The other one, not so sure, but... Well, no, the other one is not sure what's his current state. But you also have roadblocks. But the roadblocks, I think that they should stay there. They don't chase after you. Though here it does seem like there might be a fixed amount of cars, of police cars doing the chase. Eat shit, bitch. Well, that one was already damaged since the beginning there. And here there is another one. Damn, that one was a one-shot. Alright, that seems to be worth it. Like, just get rid of the cops before they even get the chance to do anything. That seems like a good idea. And the only thing you need to do is look at the minimap. Look at the minimap and that's it. You will see that disgusting red and blue light. And that's the... Yeah, see, there is another one here. Well, actually, there's two. That's a problem. Not to mention the cutscene. Well, the cutscene did let me hit it. With two coming at the same time, it's a problem. I don't have that many Shammers remaining to... Yeah, I wasted the Shammer by using it there. It's easy to say in retrospective, I did waste it. Well, here I cannot really do anything. Well, yeah, I hit that guy with the Spike Strip, but... Well, I guess it missed regardless. Wow, nice teamwork. So I'm not the only one that has to suffer through the helicopter stupid ass Spike Strip deployment. Well, good to know. This, by the way, the final stretch of the track, so get to the shortcut and it's over. Yeah, at least this time there's no one ahead of me on the entrance to the shortcut, so I win. At least it was nice to get rid of some cops, honestly. That's pretty cool. Also, I'm assuming that gives you a lot of points since you are not really expected to take them out. Well, not sure if they are included in the points though. They got a new car. Well, another one of the Maserati. Well, I think that the Maserati is even worse than the Porsche in the regard that all of the ones that are in this game look exactly the same. It's fine. Alright, so Interceptor. Ooh, I like the way this one looks. It's the same car that I used in the previous event, but I like the fact that it's fully blue and it just says police, you know? Like, unlike every other one that tends to have a more official looking design, this one is like it was made by a vandal, right? Every other guy is like black and white, like with that pattern of colors, and then there is this one. But at least it's a Lambo to take out another Lambo. It makes sense. Are you trying to confuse me with those movements? You are not confusing anyone, dude. That hurt a little bit, didn't it? Ah, fucking. You're not gonna do shit with that EMP though.
All units, you are clear to use spike strips. I repeat, spike strips are now authorized. Over.
You can keep trying with that EMP all you want, but it ain't gonna work.
You got it. Roadblock in position ahead.
Oh, and now what? No, damn it. Ah, that sucks. And what sucked even more was my... Well, and that was my last spike strip. So that means that... no problem. he used the brakes for no reason there. A lot of times I think when they use the brakes like that is because they are trying to do a 180-degree turn and go back, but as long as you're kinda ready for it, I guess it's fine. Well, oh yeah, I just realized that my range right now is patrolman, whatever. This is the Super Series apparently, with a Lamborghini, but yeah. Well, you know that, thinking about it, the Lamborghinis also are another brand of cars that usually all look the same, but I think I definitely prefer the look of the Lamborghini than the look of Porsche. I mean, I was always a fan of Lamborghini, no matter what. Well, this one looks a little bit goofy with those things on the side. Are those dynamic? Or... well, no, they don't look dynamic. But they will go... no, yeah, they are dynamic. But essentially, when you start going faster, they get raised. Not sure how much faster though. But yeah, when you get closer to 300 kilometers per hour, pretty much. I don't think that this is gonna be a goal though, because I've been doing quite badly. At least I can check the shortcut here. Yeah, you're not shortcutting. Wait, but that's not how you enter it. That's even worse. So how does that shortcut work? I guess I was supposed to keep going more to the right. Well, I know at least at the beginning can be a little bit better when it comes to the driving. I'm trying a lot of times to go near the traffic cars, but I end up crashing them. Sometimes it feels like it feels like the hitbox is bigger than it actually looks in, you know, the model. Now, should I risk it and take the next shortcut or not? I feel like I should, but... Seems that it didn't... No, okay. No. Definitely that shortcut is blocked. Like, the other path that is open is simply something that barely even makes you gain anything. God damn it, stupid ass Saudi. I don't think I'm gonna get the goal after that. I want to see at least how far I am. Well, probably quite a lot. So, isn't this the same track that I did, like the other preview? At least a very similar one. So, to answer the question, yeah, it won't be enough. Well, in fact, in the other track, it ended at the beginning of the tunnel. So yeah, theoretically not the same one, but close enough. All right. Well, as long as you don't crash with a traffic car, you should be fine. I really hate those corners that are like a full circle. Because they just keep going on and on forever. Also reminds me of that Daytona USA 2 track. Like, it's supposed to be the expert track that also has a corner like that. And with the way that the Daytona gameplay mechanics work, trying to keep a drift going for that long is almost impossible. Well, it's almost impossible here with a drift that is a lot easier to execute. It's just way too long to keep it in time. At least here, assuming I don't crash before the end, this should be enough time to get the gold. But it wasn't. Really? How was that not enough? Damn, that's pretty sad. And yeah, it seems that, okay, so just like some of the previous games, this shares the same problem that, you know, when you unlock something at the end of an event, it forces you to look at the unlock and it doesn't let you retry. That's a problem that Need for Speed games have been having since, well, I'm pretty sure since Underground, and they still haven't fixed them all this way afterwards. Though actually no, I think I'm mixing it up. That's a problem with the Burnout games. With Need for Speed, usually with Need for Speed, I actually don't remember if Need for Speed games give you the option to retry after the event is done immediately. You see, no, what I'm complaining about is, fuck, dude, is something that is on Burnout. Like, when you unlock something on Burnout, the button to retry is not there. And it makes sense considering that, well, it's also a reason why it has some Burnout mechanics. It's made by Criterion Games. So yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, that's a weird thing to still have after all these years, right? But if you unlock something, it cannot wait for later that they have to show it on the spot. So yeah, that was not the right place to use the nitro. At the same time, it really makes you want to use the nitro while you're drifting, because it's like otherwise you're throwing the nitro to the trash. Alright, so can you actually get the gold this time? I would like it if you get me the gold. I mean, it's a straight line. How is it possible that you didn't get it right last time? Yeah, well, at least you got it right this time. Yeah, I'm not sure why you didn't get it last time. I feel like I didn't really did it that differently. Whatever. Okay. There's that. It's pretty clear. And another time trial. With a Koenigsegg. The hardest events are certainly time trials. Well, actually, now that I think about it, this game has more things in common with Burnout than I was expecting. Again, makes sense because it's made by the same company that makes Burnout, but yeah, the thing about like the hardest event being the time trials, that was also true for Burnout. Well, with the exception being in some games the crash events, that in some of them they were harder. It depends on which one. Like in Burnout 3 and Burnout Legends, the crash events were the hardest ones, but in everything else I'm pretty sure it was the time trials. So yeah, I guess that solves the mystery of the Burnout things. Well, yeah, it's made by the same developers after all. The crash being like Burnout, well, not to mention the whole like cutscene thing that happens during the gameplay, and the fact that, you know, the AI takes over so you don't crash. So that's interesting, because you know that Burnout is a dead franchise. Yeah, it's a dead franchise because they essentially told them to work on Need for Speed and not on on Burnout, because I guess they didn't want to cannibalize themselves, right? Like, you have two very popular racing game franchises that both kinda go to the same public, like the same target audience. So instead of just having them compete with each other, just focus on one. But that makes sense. So essentially what we are seeing here is, well, it is a hot pursuit game, right? Like it is structured as Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, not to mention obviously having real life license, right? With actual existing cars, unlike Burnout where they are all fictional. But this is essentially, like, from this point on, and every Need for Speed game made by Criterion, that I'm pretty sure is most of them. Like, most of the following Need for Speed games are made by Criterion Games, so yeah, this is essentially the spiritual successor of Burnout. But if I had knew that, I mean, I knew that it was made by Criterion Games, but I didn't know that it will have so much Burnout DNA on it. Because if I knew that, I would have played Burnout Paradise first. It's whatever. I mean, we will play Burnout Paradise eventually. But this is essentially the Burnout DNA, without a doubt. Oh, we got a turbo.
The cops are onto us at every level, but there is one area where they can't match us. Speed. Your cars are being fitted with the latest speed enhancement, the turbo system. Activate the turbo, and within seconds, the system will engage and give your car a rocket-powered kick of acceleration and speed. The system is very volatile, so you can only attempt a limited number of launches during the race. Good luck.
A little bit weird though that, I mean, that's essentially the way the nitro works. But yeah, since they already have nitro as a mechanic, but essentially here, that's not how a turbo works, obviously. Like, a turbo is just supposed to be an additional piece that allows you to go faster all the time. It's not a one-use only thing. But here they basically go full arcade stuff, right? But the good thing at least is that they call it turbo and not forced induction. I still don't know what they were thinking in the previous games calling it forced induction, when pretty sure that none of the, like, no average player will know what the fuck a forced induction is. I mean, eventually when they saw the turbo icon, they will be like, oh, it's meant to be a turbo, yeah, sure, but like, it's a little bit unnecessary to use such a technical term. But in this game they go the opposite direction. Not only they call it turbo, but they certainly don't make it behave like one. They just make it a second nitro. It's just that this one has limited use. Well, I guess the regular nitro has limited use too. But it reloads. This one doesn't. Then level 3. What makes this level 3 though? Didn't look much different from the other ones. Like, so I activated turbo system. Yeah, you know that I actually remember this in Need for Speed Rivals. It has like a little bit of a delay, and then it, you know, it goes super fast, and I remember using it a lot. Like, I think there were some events that kind of require turbo to stay ahead. Yeah, I guess that unlock a memory for me. Like the power-ups I remember the most are like the EMP, well now I remember the turbo, and also another one that I don't think it's in this game, but it's like I don't remember how it was called, like electrostatic something I think was the name, and it essentially like surrounded your car with electricity, and the next time you impacted with a car it will deal a lot of damage, right? That one I remember using a lot. In fact, I remember using it in combination with EMP. Essentially, you use EMP, and when they get slowed down by it, you strike them with the electricity. Though I think the EMP was not available for racers in Need for Speed Rivals. I think it was only for the police. Because yeah, they did have different equipments. But here it's also the same thing. I mean, Turbo apparently here it's exclusive to racers. And I'm pretty sure it also is exclusive to racers in Rivals. Boom. Get your Lambo out of here. I don't want to see it. I'm gonna use a Turbo for the final stretch. What happens if you combine it with Nitro? Oh, you cannot combine it with Nitro. That's interesting. It's either Turbo or Nitro. I guess otherwise it will be a little bit too much, wouldn't it? Oh, no. So I'm a Felon 2 now, because Felon was the previous. Yeah, Felon 2. What I don't think is gonna happen is reaching the maximum level of each of these careers. I don't think it's happening. Like, I feel like I'm gonna complete every event without having done the other things. So you want me to use the Viper? Sure. I like how some cars on the police randomly have a completely different design than the average. So this one, for example, has a green color. So here you want me to do 5 busts, but the problem here is you can only use spike strips, which means that you have to reach them on your own. There is no way to stop them otherwise.
All units, we have a high priority situation on Rockingham Road.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. All units are not gonna do shit, because I'm basically the only one here. I won't get any backup. That was so unlucky. What even was that van doing there? And that should be a restart, but usually when you fall behind it doesn't tend to be that bad. You catch up quickly. If anything, it's probably a good thing because they are most likely gonna reduce the speed so you can catch up, and when they do, you have a bigger chance to striking them faster than. Okay, what's going on with the traffic cars here? What's your problem? That's probably the funniest thing that you can say when you bust someone like that. Yeah, we gave him a speeding ticket and a fine. I'm pretty sure you gave them a trauma for life too. And I mean a physical one, not a mental one. I didn't see that.
Monitoring a tire blowout. Evasive maneuvers recommended.
Well, yeah, basic maneuvers, sure. I will rather have backup, you know. How about instead of giving me that advice, you should make other guys help?
Pursuit is headed onto Lakeside Avenue.
Contact.
Yeah, unfortunately, even though a lot of them have an interesting amount of damage, it's
Negative on the stop.
not super good. Wow. Also, you know, there is another thing that I realize that also has the Burnout DNA, and it's the fact that
Spike strip deployed. Spike strip has failed to slow the target.
when you go through the oncoming traffic, you get nitro. So essentially, the nitro of this game is the boost meter of Burnout, without a doubt. Pretty interesting. Wait, I have the spike strip. Instead of slowing down, I should have stayed on the front. Then these guys are moving in
Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your
very
location.
messed up ways. Like, they're actually dodging pretty well, all things considered. At least when they are not crashing against the wall. So, only one more remaining, and I'm pretty sure that, yeah, there it is, with spike strip, it's all I needed. Alright, I guess it wasn't that bad, but yeah, it's clear that when you can only rely on spike strip, you have to do a lot on your own to, you know, to do it properly. Oh, the Mercedes AMG. Yeah, that's a car I don't really like. And then a regular race. After all the craziness... Oh, and it has to be with this car. Another Porsche. Yeah, after all the crazy stuff, we finally get a normal race. Hard to believe, but yeah, we do. But... I have this suspicion now with all that I'm noticing about this game having so many Burnout things. Something tells me that this was originally meant to be a Burnout game. And then Electronic Arts at the last moment was like, no. Well, not at the last moment, but at some point in development was like, no, I don't want you to do Burnout. I want you to do Need for Speed because the name alone sells more. It's an interesting way to look at it. It's a Nissan GTR. Now the interesting thing about races is that since they are plain races with nothing out of the ordinary on them, you essentially can struggle quite a lot in reaching the first place. There is no fancy way to shoot them, or there is no police trying to get them and slowing them down. So you really don't have much when it comes to to get closer to them, I guess. Just have to drive. And these are, by the way, very long races, which means that if you don't get first, you have to retry quite a lot. Essentially, the best way you have to do this is drive on the oncoming lane and use the nitro whenever you need it. Well, not whenever you need it, rather whenever you feel it. Whenever the nitro is full. Another thing that also it's like adds to the fact that this has Burnout DNA is that I'm pretty sure that the AI also has a very similar behavior to that one in Burnout, where you never really get far from the AI. Like the AI is always close to you, whether that means that they are behind or ahead of you. So yeah. Basically, for anyone that... well, that's the thing, because I myself couldn't really understand how Burnout Paradise was the last game released in the series. It's because they were busy doing the Need for Speed games from this era, pretty much. And I think that the last thing that Criterion Games has done is working on the latest Battlefield. I'm not sure how they are doing with that. Like, I'm not sure how successful it is or not. I know that the previous Battlefield before the last one wasn't very well received, but I'm not sure how the latest one. But it's not really my type of game, so I don't really care. Oh, come on. Well, the Dodge at least crashed with me, but not the other guys. The other guys dodge properly. Unlike the Dodge, they actually dodge. So, will that be a big problem or what? I mean, the race is almost over, at least compared to how long it is. But there is still time to overtake. Or is that if I do this, it's not gonna happen? I'm actually a little bit afraid. I might not be able to reach them at this rate. Oh, damn, I cannot do the drift properly. Holy shit. Yeah, no. That's so disgusting, though. I think that what you should do is at least finish the race and get all the things that they give you. And that was so disheartening, because it's a 6-minute race, so failing at the end is very, very annoying. So you have to redo the whole thing simply because you fucked up at the end. Yeah, I think that the issue is the fact that that the races are that long, if anything, because they don't really have too much of a reason to be that long, you know? It's fine. I'll do it. It's annoying because you fail at the end and you have to do everything. all over again. Well, you can say that the events in general are pretty long, but at least with the hot pursuit it kinda makes more sense since you are constantly being chased by the police, so there's not much you can do there. I didn't get to the shortcut. Well, it doesn't matter. See, as I say, the only thing that matters is the end. Everything else is basically a filler. As I was saying, that the whole pursuit events at least have the police constantly trying to take you out, so the events being long there makes sense, because the longer they are, the lower the chance of survival, so the objective is surviving, on top of course of winning the race, but you cannot win the race if you don't survive, that's the point. So in those cases it makes sense. I feel like in these regular races making them this long does not make any sense. I mean, what you are doing at this point here is not much different than what you do at the end of the race, and the only thing that matters is the end of the race. You know, I don't think that you can gain a substantial advantage over these guys. Yeah, as I say, like the AI of the game, I'm pretty sure that it's made to make sure that you are constantly battling it out against someone. That's the reason why it's the ending, the only one that really matters, you know? So despite being a long event, it seems that for getting 4th place on the previous attempt, I didn't really get that much score at all. For example, here I overtake the guy that is in 1st place. But how much further could I get from him? Or is he always gonna be at that distance? And I think that he will always be at that distance. Ah, fuck. Well, he definitely will be at that distance if I do something like that. Let me do... So this place looks, well, I say this before, but this looks very similar to that Drive Club track. I wonder if they are based on the same place. I think in Drive Club it was supposed to be... Actually, I can't remember what country it was supposed to be. I think it was a Nordic one, but I don't remember which specific one it was. I guess here these tracks don't really have a real place associated to them. No, that sucks. Okay, it was either that or crashing against that truck, unfortunately. There was not much else I could have done. I'm also not really sure if the concept of takedowns exists in this type of regular races. or if it's only a thing that you can do in hot pursuits. So last time, well, I was behind the first place, but what ultimately made me lose is hitting a traffic car in this corner. At least this time it didn't happen. Yeah. I still think it's a little bit annoying to retry a very long race just for failing the ending, but it's fine. At least it's there is no issue on getting it. And well, we unlock this Porsche, though honestly this Porsche, if anything, didn't really, like, by using it didn't really make me want to use it by choice. Didn't seem that good. We have an interceptor. Oh, that also reminds me another thing that heavily has the Burnout DNA is the way the map works and the way the unlocking of event works. Like, it's pretty much as if you were playing Burnout 3 with the map. You have these different places on the map that all like have the gold medals listed like that, and they get unlocked slowly but like in different places, right? Now you don't unlock all the events of an individual place at once. You unlock in multiple different areas. I guess I'm surprised that it took me that long to make the connection, but hey, at least now we have it. This is essentially Burnout 4, I guess. Well, Burnout 4, I wouldn't call it like that because that's a shame. I mean, Burnout 4 is essentially Burnout Legends, and then Burnout 5 is Burnout Revenge, and Burnout 6 is Burnout Dominator. So if anything, we could say this one is Burnout 7, because I think that Burnout Paradise is like its own thing. It's the only one that is open world. So maybe we can just call this game Burnout 7. Okay, I think the helicopter actually slowed him down. Maybe. I don't really think so, actually. Oh well. You're gonna get hit by... No way that didn't hit. You're full of shit. So this guy... I'm hitting him and dealing no damage. Is it because of the car I'm using, or is it because of the car he's using? Because this guy just hit him multiple times and he keeps having the same amount of health. But it's supposed to be the fourth Shelby, I guess. It's meant to be kind of like a tank in a way. Amazing corner.
EMP activated, acquiring target lock.
I wonder if he has any weapon equipped here. Maybe he has something like the turbo. Well, okay, he has the spike strip. I kind of forgot about that.
All units, local EMPs are now authorized for use. Repeat, EMPs are a go.
Unfortunately, the helicopter seems completely worthless. They really don't seem to try very hard at aiming the spike strip.
Trophy unit in the air and awaiting target coordinates.
Well, that's your target coordinates. How you use the coordinates to actually aim at him properly? It will be useful.
Monitoring. Watch out. Suspect has released a spike strip.
Yeah, I don't care how the one he released. I care how the one you are gonna release. Oh, never mind. You gave up already. No, it's there. Okay.
Search for the suspect. Be on guard.
Well, get his ass. You know that we have a 2 minutes and a half. Wait, what is the helicopter? Okay, there you go.
Aerial pursuit can confirm target immobilized.
And alright, at least you did your show. Took you a while, but hey, I guess I'd rather you take a while and do a good show than doing a bad show. So hey, good stuff, Mr. Chopper. I think it did help that the suspect hit a traffic car first. It's fine. The Maserati. Alright. So. Well, we have a duel and a hot pursuit here. And I get to use the Shelby this time. And I'm gonna go against a Gallardo though. Why is this one different than the one I have? Seems like there are a lot of those type of cars. Oh, this one's already come with the stripe as part of the livery. That's pretty cool. I was out to say this game seems to have a lot of models that are essentially the same one, but like they have a slightly different thing. So this Gallardo apparently is not the... Or maybe I didn't use that one before. I'm not sure. Because that's what I was saying before. A lot of the Lamborghini cars look pretty alike. So maybe I use another one. I'm also realizing that a lot of these races right now are taking place at night time. Or maybe it's just this specific mountain track where that happens, and there is not really any dynamic daytime system. But there is dynamic weather at least. That shortcut ain't gonna help you. And this one is pretty much a regular race too. The only difference is that there's only one opponent, and the car that you pick and the one you go against are already premeditated. Though, what do these cars even have in common? The Ford Shelby and the Lamborghini Gallardo. How is this a duel? They are not even from the same country. Like, one is American and the other one is Italian. Ah, fuck. No, it's fine, it's fine. The only thing that this game is lacking to be considered a full-blown Burnout is that the takedowns are a lot harder to do than in Burnout. Because otherwise, anytime you have an opponent car nearby, you just go full force on them to take them down. But here oftentimes it's not very worth it to do that. We didn't even take the shortcut, come on. This is supposed to be a duel, not a display of power of me over you. You're supposed to fight back a little bit better. Not saying that you should be right next to me, but at least try taking the shortcuts, you know? Especially a shortcut that saves you quite some time. For example, this one, if you don't take it, that's fine. It doesn't really save that much time anyways. The other one did. Oh, and you do take that one? No, he didn't, never mind. Well, I guess I win. But I wouldn't call that a duel. That was more of a time trial. It's because this guy didn't try very hard. And I'm pretty sure, well, I don't know much about cars, but I will guess that the Lamborghini Gallardo is clearly the faster car between the two. So a little bit humiliating of you to get beaten like that, I guess. It's fine. Nice, so we're going with one of the thousands of Porsche this game has. Wait, 4 minutes, really? Well, that's concerning. You are giving me so much time for a single target.
Measuring speeds in excess of 150 miles per hour. Nothing is slowing this guy down.
I don't know how...
Interceptor assistance is en route to your location.
Can you translate that to kilometers per hour? It's just one, like the little Porsche, like the 950 something, right? Like, come on. This little shit is giving you that much trouble that you require 4 minutes to take him down, or what? Really think it's an exaggeration.
Suspect is headed off-road onto the trails.
Well, that means that I shouldn't call the roadblock yet. The issue here is that he will be off-road for a while, but eventually it will converge here. Only problem is that I cannot really call the helicopter or the roadblock when we are here. I guess maybe they give you 4 minutes because he simply has a lot of health. Oh, that was unexpected that he will leave the shortcut like that. I'll show you something real unexpected. That didn't really do much, but at least it slowed him down. Yeah, he does have a lot of health. It's not gonna go down quickly.
Roger that. Aerial pursuit unit engaged.
Might as well since we have... Ah, fuck.
Butterfly patrol units on scene. Let me know where you want them.
All units, roadblocking position ahead.
Why are you slowing down? Were you thinking of doing a U-turn? That's an interesting response. No, helicopter. Why did you stop there? Aren't you seeing him off-road?
Weapon systems are down. Rerouting communication.
Didn't do... You no wonder it's gonna take 4 minutes. Put your ass. Hey, that's not enough though. Keep that in mind.
All units, you are clear to use
I'll
spike
be
strips.
waiting
I repeat,
for
spike
you.
strips are now authorized. Over.
Like, at the exit of this, you don't have a choice. You kinda work yourself into a corner there.
Officers have the suspect in custody. This thing is over.
I still think 4 minutes is an exaggeration, but it is true that this track had a lot of off-track, so a lot of those power-ups were not gonna work. Alright, wait, what's the upgrade here? Okay, level 2 spikes. Well, it was about time.
Engineering the future of speed enforcement. Introducing the Shredder. 50% wider, 30% longer, no moving parts. Deployed in less than 5 seconds. Now equipped on all SCPD interceptor units.
I wish I would have seen the previous upgrade, because if they come with a cutscene like that, it would have been nice. That's a shame. I mean, you can see all the cutscenes later anyways. I don't think I will care enough to watch them, but yeah. They are there in case you miss. Okay, so here you're supposed to use a portion. I really like the way this one looks. Like with the red outlines and shit. I actually wonder how it looks with the red outlines on these ones.
Raced in a range of racing series. The creation of the RS Rennsport, a racing sport, allows
I think
drivers
that...
to experience the thrill.
Yeah, that one will look a
race
little
car
bit
on the road.
generic.
The 911 GT3
This one looks a little bit
starting
better. I mean, if you want to have the red outlines look special, you don't want the regular paint to also be red. Yeah, let's do it like this. Doesn't seem like all of the... None of the opponents are Porsche. So why am I the only one forced to pick Porsche here? Or maybe they are. No, but that red car that is in second place, is that a Porsche? It doesn't look like one. Maybe it is. Actually, it might be. Isn't that one of the variants of the Porsche Carrera, I think? I think it's the Porsche Boxster, the one I choose over to. Yeah, okay. Well, I was trying to look at the front of the car, but yes, it is a Porsche. Shame it took me that crash to find out, but it's fine. And the guy on first place is on first place by quite a lot, and if I keep doing this shit, he will keep going on first place by a lot. Come on, dude, get a grip. Yeah, something tells me that as I say before, the traffic, well, either the traffic or the car itself have a bigger hitbox than what it looks like. There have been already several times that I feel that I shouldn't have gotten hit by a traffic car, and I did. Oh, that... fuck. I thought the shortcut continued straight, but not really. Well, that's a problem because that's a huge shortcut. Didn't it do... why did that shortcut have to be so special? I think that this will have to be a restart. In fact, no, let's restart before wasting more time, because it's clear that that won't be enough. But then that's so annoying. Well, I mean, it's hard to tell when it's so dark, but even if it wasn't dark, it's not that the shortcuts are easy to see if you don't see them in the minimap, but since at that point you were going from one shortcut to the other, you didn't have much time to react in the middle. For some reason, no one took that first shotgun. Yeah, that's how important they are. I didn't take that one. Maybe it being nighttime really affects my perception of the shortcuts. Yeah, I mean, your visibility is clearly reduced. That's for sure. No, damn it. I thought that the corner was there, so the visibility is an issue. Like, I'm actually struggling to properly see where I'm going. Oh, I also didn't know where the shortcut started there. Okay, we're doing pretty badly. Very, very badly. At least one of the shortcuts later is very good, so... Well, assuming my opponents don't take it, I get a free advantage pretty much. It's this one. And the problem is this transition. Okay, I guess it was a matter of aiming a little bit better. It is the transition that I failed last time. And there is still someone ahead of me, but it's not that far. I do wonder if there is another shortcut before the end. Well, there is that one. I don't think it will save that much time, but at least just looking at the minimap, it does seem to cut time, and yeah, it most likely does. Okay. Well, at least this time it worked, and yeah, I was right to restart last time, because at that point there was no way I would have won. No way at all. Yeah, at least this time I did, and the race, thankfully, this one wasn't that long. Like a 3-minute race, I think it's fine. I feel like it should be the upper limit on what a regular race should be. I feel like if you want to make like one of the last races longer, makes sense. But yeah, for regular races, not really. Okay. Yeah, we can go for the Corvette. The Corvette that's just like the Viper also has the green color. I'm surprised that they don't let you change like the basic color. Oh, and this is an interceptor that you don't have any equipment to use. So you gotta do it with skill alone. I like that in the intro they show multiple cars doing the chase when in reality I'm just on my own, you know? It's gonna be hard if this car resists that much though. Like with those hits only doing that damage, it is a problem. I feel like this is probably one of those where a better idea to try to stop him is, well, to actually stop him instead of getting his health out. Oh, that was a good chance at least to deal damage. Problem is that stopping them like that by doing a brake check in front of them is not that easy. Doesn't really work that well. Here it's very undoubt that, like, there is no doubt that the voice is supposed to be me. Yeah, well, we will see about that. Shouldn't speak too soon. Alright, well, maybe it was right that you that you spoke too soon. He indeed didn't go for longer. I like the fact that it was a Corvette versus a Corvette, and I didn't even pick the Corvette because of that. I didn't even know what my opponent was gonna be. Pretty nice. So now I'm Patrolman 3. Yeah, sure. A new vehicle, okay. Another one of the Lamborghinis added to the collection. We can do this. It's a gauntlet. Oh, the Lamborghini Countach. It's been a while since I seen this one. Like, the Countach was in like the first Need for Speed games, but then after that didn't really show again. Like, I remember it being like on the original Hot Pursuit. I'm pretty sure the Countach was one of the cars you could pick. Like Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. So nice to see it making a comeback, you know? So I really like the way this skin looks. They have a lot of spike strips, 2 shams and a turbo. The turbo will be important since it's a time trial, and I should use it like here, pretty much. Like anywhere where there is a straight line without any danger of crashing, it's a good idea. That was bad. Fuck you.
I'm putting together units ahead of your position.
I think that's just because of that I have to restart. Yes. Last gauntlet that I did, I wasn't even allowed to crash once. But yeah. I like that it says in one of the tips that not all alternate routes are a shortcut. That's true. That is correct.
Suspect is search for the suspect. Be on guard.
Oh, really? Okay, so this time they actually summon a roadblock. Not sure if that's kind of like a waste of the turbo, but it's one of those things that you cannot know until it's too late. Ah, fuck. That could have been worse. So obviously the idea is to save the shams for when they try an EMP. Not sure all the spike strips though. Have a lot of them. So we will have a lot of chances to use them, but so the upgraded spike strips, I don't think that they apply for the racer category, right? I think it was only for the police probably. Okay. Nice. Well, and differently from the previous gauntlet here, they are not just 2 police officers, they are 4. That's kind of like an issue. I gotta say, I really like the way this car looks in this skin. I wonder if this will be enough to unlock it or not. Ah, that sucks. I went through an alternate route that was a time waste. And they also deployed a helicopter and a roadblock. And that's a lot of shit. Wait, and the helicopter, oh, it's leaving because of the tunnel. Ah, shit. At least I hit them. I hit one of them with the spike strip. But yeah, I have other 3 to worry about. And the helicopter keeps running into tunnels. That's hilarious. Ah, I could have taken that shortcut. Would have also gotten rid of the helicopter as well. The helicopter is working for me, I guess. Though it doesn't matter. Look at the gold. And we'll even get it before the 4-minute mark, so there was nothing to fear. But yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure that the restart that I did on the first attempt was completely unnecessary. Probably would have worked anyways. So yeah. Oh, you actually do unlock the Countach, nice. Well, that's great because this car looks very good, and especially with that skin. So I guess next time that I can use it, I will probably pick it. Alright. We can use I guess we can use this Lambo again. So how many do you want me to get here? 7? And you have 2 helicopters and 5 roadblocks. It's probably gonna be a very long event. And also I just realized that the time of the day is set for the event, so each track has a time of the day. It just seems that most of the events here are taking place at night for some reason. I mean, I don't really mind, but... Oh, I could have essentially busted that guy that was crashed there. it is what it is. That Lambo that I'm going against seems to be pretty fast. There is a tunnel though, so...
Main contact. He has sustained some damage.
Oh, that didn't hit everyone. And there were 3 guys, well 4 if you include myself, that went through it. But hey, good show. Well, we got at least one Lambo. So the problem is the helicopter in this game throwing only one spike strip and then just fucking off is a problem. In fact, like in Rivals, I'm pretty sure that what it does is throwing at least 3 of them. Now you have to dodge him continuously, so I guess in this particular game the helicopter is a little bit worthless. Or maybe it's because it's the first level. Maybe he becomes more useful later. At least you got one there, nice. That being said, the race is also well, I wouldn't say that it's close to being over, but there isn't that much time remaining, so... Well, at least there are only 2 guys remaining, right? No, 3 actually. Well, time to call in for more roadblocks. Ah, that's... Oh, I somehow didn't get hit by that. Yeah, sometimes the hitbox of the spike strip is a little bit weird. But I'll take it. Okay. So 2 more, including this asshole behind me. Yeah, I kinda need the next roadblock to work. I wouldn't say it worked, but at least I think it slowed that guy down and that allowed me to hit him. We did the exact same racing line there. This guy is quite close to actually escaping. That's a problem. No, that sucks. I can't believe if I lose by that, that will be a problem. But considering that I don't have any power up remaining, yeah, I might lose because of that. That will be extremely sad. Just that I didn't know where he was gonna go there. I had to essentially guess. I will trust it all. No, that's such an unfortunate place to use that. That sucks. I will finish the event because at least that will give me points, but that's so shitty. God damn it, so many bad things at the end. Oh, fuck you. In fact, I'm skipping everything. I don't give a shit. Yeah, equipment upgraded, I don't care. Shove it up your ass. Especially if it's an upgrade to the spike strip. Alright. Let's try that again. Actually, let's try with a different car. Like, sorry Lambo, you gave me bad luck. Yeah, you don't get to do another one. Also, how is it going, Sunshine? Need to bust 7 cars here. I mean, that was so annoying. The things that happen at the end. Though then again, busting 7 cars is a little bit evil in the first place. Maybe the whole concept of doing that. Would have gotten that guy. Oh. Ah, that was a traffic car. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I'm doing well. But I'm doing well. Not in this mission though. Okay, that has to be a restart. I mean, I should have... See, the problem is, with missions like this, that are not easy, is that the moment you are close to getting them and you don't get them, every time that you restart, you cannot forget that attempt that you were actually close. So it's impossible to remove that mental block, because you think of that attempt, how you were so close and now you are so far. At least here I busted one of them super quickly. Two of them, in fact.
I've made contact. My vehicle has taken damage.
This guy... Oh. Alright, I don't know what you were doing there, but hey. Thanks for making my job easier. I didn't see the fucking spike strip. How fucking annoying with the fucking spike strips. Like, what do you think about this sack of shit? Oh, I got an upgrade for that, okay. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. It also would be pretty useful to have the spike strip here. The choice of equipment, well, it's not a choice, like, it's the mission itself that gives you whatever it gives you. The physics look a lot better than this game. In this game. Well, what I was saying earlier is that this game is essentially made by the same developers as Burnout. So the game is a lot more Burnout than it is Need for Speed, pretty much. Which is a good thing, since I heavily prefer, you know, Burnout to Need for Speed. So that's good. Yeah, exactly. Like the crash cam, but it's not the only thing. Like a lot of things are like Burnout, precisely because it's made by the same devs. So it's like Burnout never stopped being made. It just had a different name, which is basically the Need for Speed series. So yeah. Oh fuck, that was undodgeable. There's nothing I could have done there. The problem is that now I'm about to die. That ain't good. How is that? How is he not there? What the fuck? That's pretty fast. If I had tried to block him there, I would have died easily. And the other asshole keeps taking shortcuts. Yeah, at least I got that guy. Unfortunately here the roadblock is completely useless. Let's see if this helicopter can at least bust this guy. That, I mean, if he gets hit by one more spike strip, he's dead. No. Phew, that was very low. I think that if I hit that car, I will be dead. But we got it. Damn. This was a hard event. I mean, already the concept of taking down 7 cars is quite a lot. But even more so when you have the... like... well, I don't think you get bad tools. I think yeah. Oh, here it's gonna say the... yeah, the level 3 roadblock.
SCPD closed the gap on speed racers, delivering the most effective and most expensive obstructions. Porsche Cayenne turbos now deployed to add spice to your roadblock. Roadblocks of the SCPD in association with Porsche.
Yeah, add, by the way. I don't know why you put spice with uppercase though. Spice is a normal word, you know? It's fine, I don't mind. Yeah, I'm not sure how upgraded they are gonna be. Kinda... like, allow me to doubt.
Production run from 1975 to 1989.
Personally. I think that you will have to allow me to doubt. But yeah. No, as I was saying earlier, Sancha, yeah, this is pretty much Burnout. It's Burnout, but with Need for Speed, with the name and the whole branding, of course. It makes sense.
Confirmed. Spike strips are authorized for use. Pursuit has left the road and is heading towards the construction tunnel.
Central requesting permission to launch an EMP.
Approved. EMPs are authorized for use.
Throwing the EMP already.
All units, we are reading a disruption.
Now the interesting thing is that when I played Need for Speed Rivals, it really didn't remind me that much of Burnout. But maybe I was just not paying attention. And not to mention that I did that a very long time ago, so... back then I paid a little bit less attention to those little things. Is the handling better compared to the earlier games? What the hell? Okay, wait, hold up. The question is if the handling is better compared to the previous games. I don't think the handling was bad in the previous games, though. I mean, it was bad in Need for Speed Nitro because that game is bad, but I never had a problem with the driving on the previous Need for Speed games. Level 3 spike strip. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a problem with the 2 Underground games. I didn't have a problem with Most Wanted, with Carbon. Well, with Pro Street I did, but that's an exception. Like, Pro Street and Nitro are basically 2 very big exceptions in the series. Like, those games are, like, especially bad. So I don't think they should be counted as like part of the rule. Hey, I didn't really have any issues with the handling in any Need for Speed game aside from those 2. And the handling was certainly not the only issue I had with those 2 games. The problem is that these guys keep shooting EMPs, and unfortunately I ran out of Shammer, so... which, I mean, makes sense. I use the Shammers in every EMP attempt. Yeah. Well, in terms of the handling, I do admit that it's pretty similar to the Burnout games in the way the drift works. Like, the drift certainly feels a lot like the one in Burnout. But yeah, as I say, I didn't really have an issue with the... what the fuck? I couldn't have seen that, dude. That was essentially a blind roadblock. I just realized I have 2 turbos. I guess that's a way to catch up. I don't really need to. If anything, I should probably use the turbo to escape an eventual EMP.
Suspect is headed off-road into the construction site.
No, let me use it here to reach the end.
All units, we are detecting a pilot search for the suspect. Be on guard.
When it comes to gameplay, the biggest change, looking at it from a more objective standpoint, is the inclusion of this weaponry. The fact that you can use all these mechanics. Wait, what's my current... Oh, now I'm an offender. But wait, isn't being a felon worse than being an offender? Maybe not. Oh.
Tech. Cutting-edge aftermarket automotive technology. Harnessing the latest developments in jamming technology, the Hudson Tech Sweeper jams multiple frequencies in succession, rendering a wide range of speed enforcement devices useless.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the way it works. I unlock this thing. Wait, did I really unlock a Koenigsegg casually? Wow, well, I wasn't expecting that. Alright. Yeah, that was unexpected. Because, I mean, isn't that supposed to be one of the top cars in the game? A little bit weird that you just casually give it to me. Alright, so here we have another 4-minute chase. And with all those weapons, really? Like, 6 roadblocks. No, it's because it's a Lambo. You gotta respect the Lambo, huh? Well, it's a Lambo versus Lambo. Actually, it's the same model. It's the Countach, isn't it? I mean, that's pretty cool. But I'm not sure why precisely you're giving me that much time.
Roadblock is deployed directly ahead of you.
Suspect has released a spike strip. All officers be on guard.
Yeah, no problem.
Roadblock reporting 1050. All units move in.
Oh, at least it hit him, but would have been better.
I've made contact. My vehicle has taken damage.
You know, it's not enough to be near him like that. You have to make him go to a stop. Right.
EMP activated, acquiring target lock.
Nice use of the sack of shit. No, I can't believe that. A little bit more to the left and that would have been a bust. I completely fucked up. Like, just a little bit more to the left and it would have been a perfect bust. Didn't it do...
EMPs are authorized for use.
Oh, fuck. What the hell? You come here, you sack of shit.
All units, we are detecting a
No.
pilot search for the suspect.
Oh, damn, he got past, really? I guess maybe the previous attempt wouldn't have been that different then. He probably would have done the same thing there. So if you get that roadblock again. Wow. I was gonna miss him regardless, but I was not expecting the spike strip because I didn't even see it. He's so close to being destroyed, but he refuses. Alright, time to use the... Oh no, never mind. I was out to use the EMP. I'm glad I took a little bit longer to do it. This gonna kill him, I wonder.
Suspect is out of range. EMP lock on
What a
kill.
sack of shit.
Roger that, 1073.
He might actually make me use all the 4 minutes here. Actually. The roadblock was on the other side, really. No shit, it failed. It shit. That almost went to 4 minutes. So yeah, I guess here, with the fact that the opponent's health is gonna be higher, the timer being higher also makes sense. And this one was certainly a little bit rebellious. So we got the Countach. And what else? Oh, and the Viper. Wait, this is another Viper. So yeah, this is what I mean. You already had that Viper, but like this specific model is slightly different, so they added two, but it's pretty much the same Viper. So this game has a lot of that. Like it has a deceptive amount of cars, because a lot of them really are the same thing. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't particularly mind, it's just like it feels a little bit repetitive to see what's essentially the same car. No. Over and over again. I mean, it's especially bad with the Porsche. It's just that the Porsche in most cases is a different model, but they just look all the same, you know? It's a little bit of a weird to have a time trial with this Aston Martin that doesn't really seem to be as fast as the cars we used recently. Well, I mean, it reached 300 kilometers per hour, but you gotta understand that 300 kilometers per hour is not really that much when you compare it to the to everything in this game. Like if anything, 300 is like the bare minimum. As ridiculous as it might sound, but yeah, that's how the Need for Speed games handle speed. Essentially, the maximum is 400. Okay, so that's a very clean time trial. No problem. Yeah, this one seemed a little bit weird to happen here, but sure. I don't mind. We got the Lambo Murcielago. Alright. Yeah, I have a lot of Lambos at this point. Another Interceptor, but this time with the... No, the Porsche is the guy I need to intercept. Okay. There is quite a big gap between a lot of these cars in terms of top speed. It doesn't seem like I can use the the Viper that I unlock here. I guess it's part of a different category. I could use this one. Just that I'm not sure how good of an idea it is to use one whose top speed is not quite as high as the other one, but I really don't know how relevant the stats are. They might not be that relevant after all.
Stolen Porsche 918.
Well, it's gonna be a Porsche battle at least. Oh yeah, this weirdo looking Porsche is supposed to be the Spider. It's called Spider, but I still see that it only has 4 tires. Shouldn't it have 8?
Roadblock is deployed directly ahead of you.
The big cargo trucks have 8 tires normally. The problem is that the damage that the roadblock does in itself is not much, so the only usefulness of the roadblock is to try to slow them down, but not to deal damage by itself. What did you even try to do there? I guess you tried to turn around, yeah, but like you receive a big fat chunk of damage because of him. Well, if with the amount of health he has remaining, he might actually get busted by the roadblock. But he didn't. But maybe the chopper can do his job for once. That would be great. Promise that. That sucks. Yeah, I know it has turned around, I'm not blind. At least the chopper is still there, but have you even tried deploying? Oh, you're gonna deploy the spike strip over the roadblock, then that's pretty evil. And somehow he... Okay, you're full of shit. He could not have dodged that. He only dodged that because I wasn't looking. There is absolutely no way in hell you dodge all of that. Like, there is no way. Like, I don't believe you. He keeps doing the same fucking shit, dude. Promise that now I don't have any roadblocks, and then what an asshole.
Suspect has entered the desert. He's gone off-road.
And like, I know he's gonna do it, it's just that I cannot react to it appropriately. And unfortunately here the only weapon I have is the spike strip that is completely worthless right now. Well, I only have 30 seconds remaining, that's not good. He keeps turning around when I'm close to him. I think he tried doing it there too, but in the middle of a corner you're not gonna do much buddy. Yeah. Maybe next time try investing in making your car faster instead of investing in being a bitch and trying to do a full turn. And there are some times when you skip that you skip at the wrong time and you should skip the whole thing. Like there I skip at the exact moment that the cutscene went to the other side. Alright, so we're gonna do the AMG.
Although development officially...
I don't think that's Mars red. Like, I'm pretty sure the red of Mars doesn't look like that. I'm pretty sure Mars is not red. It's more like orange, but it's fine. Here in those events, the opponents can be quite a bitch made, without a doubt. Yeah, don't worry about it. So far I don't... No, I did actually restart a couple of interceptions actually, but I think that for the most part it might be the event type with the most success rate. Well, technically no. Actually, the one I'm doing right now is theoretically the one I have the most success rate on, but that's because there are not that many duels in the first place. And the duel is simply a 1v1 race with two specific cars that get pre-chosen, you know. I guess in that regard it doesn't make that much of a difference. So this track is a little bit weird. Seems like it's... Well, he crashed. I was about to say that it's mostly on a highway. So you can tell right there when he crashed and respawned and the speed he had after the respawn that... Yeah, the rubber banding logic is also the same one as in Burnout. As I said before, the game will attempt for the most part to be... To have the opponent constantly close to you, as to keep the race interesting, right? That's a very Burnout thing to do. I win. I mean, honestly, I'm not sure why these duels don't really let you pick both cars, cause like this one is supposed to be loaned anyway, so like it's you don't own it, so might as well allow you to pick either. I guess maybe they should make you pick the weakest one. Alright, so yeah, let's go for the Countach. What does it say? Quattro valvole. That means 4 valves. Like 4 valves, I'm assuming, on the engine. I know nothing about cars, so I'm not sure exactly where the valves are in a car, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it means that. 4 valves. Yeah. It's an interesting name. How did you stop so suddenly? But at least here... Oh, you're really gonna try that? Well, why don't you try that spikes? Wow, Okay, he dodged the spike strip and somehow with that insane distance, he still fired the EMP. At least I dodged that one. And that was messed up. Like, how you like this EMP though? I think I didn't even need to fire the EMP to bust him. Yeah, in fact it counted as miss. It was the sheer impact of the drift that bust his sorry ass. Yeah, but when you're in a hot pursuit event, these guys go down super quickly. Damn it, sack of shit. Okay, that EMP should have not connected there, I guess. I had another guy right behind me, so it should have been blocked by him, but no. Yeah, unfortunately, these guys have a lot of EMPs equipped. It's kind of an issue. It's gonna be an all-out battle at this point. The problem here is that the EMP, having that little cutscene, really cheapens it, because all the damage that you could get from an impact right after hitting that is lessened a lot, and kind of it's the purpose of the EMP. I guess in that regard, well, it's why I say that Rivals is the natural evolution of this game, because in Rivals you can hit them right afterwards with no problems. Boom. So how is it going, Cloncal? Yeah, the game is pretty cool. I mean, it's essentially Hot Pursuit 3. Like, it's a game that really follows the formula of Hot Pursuit 2. But this one is made by Criterion Games, so you will see essentially the Burnout DNA here. I say this a lot of times along the stream, but essentially, like, Burnout didn't stop being made after Paradise, but rather it just turned into Need for Speed. You see, a lot of mechanics here are the ones that you see in Burnout. Very, very clearly. Shame that I didn't hit him there, that's fine. Promise that I'm about to go down. That's not good. Oh, I'm definitely going down now. Yeah, I'm not avoiding. Oh, I somehow avoided that. But I'm still very close to going down. See, if these helicopters had any balls, they would actually enter the tunnels. But they don't. No, the problem here is... yeah, I'm most likely dead. What that guy says. There is 2 remaining though, and any hit... I mean, there is no bar remaining. That's the funny thing. I don't have a bar remaining. Like, I will die of the slightless impact that is not in my favor. Like, the very slightest impact is gonna be the end of me. Get this guy's ass at least. Okay. And I need one more. Oh, nice! The helicopter got his ass. Beautiful. Damn, that was crazy, because I was so close to going down. But it didn't happen. I think I should receive additional points for being able to win with essentially no bar remaining. If anything, I should be getting an achievement for that. But I didn't get either. She thinks. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So what's my range now? What am I? Trooper. Okay. Now that's a weird title. Yeah, we got the other Gallardo here. So... yeah, we can go here. Yeah, this game, Cloncat, if you like Burnout, I think that it's a very good choice. Because it's like that. Though, I still don't know, considering how the mechanics, or for at least for what I remember, how the mechanics are perfected in Need for Speed Rivals. I wouldn't know if I would recommend you Rivals instead. There is a big difference though. This game is basically separate events that you can do at your own leisure, right? Like essentially a very classic form of progression, while Need for Speed Rivals is open world, with a more modern progression in that regard. Though the open world doesn't really work in the way you probably think it does, but it's mostly that basically you are either inside like a hideout or you are outside a constant danger. So you do missions, and when you are done you have to go back to the hideout before someone fucks you up. Well, at least if you're a racer. If you're a police, it's a lot more chill, because You don't have to worry about losing money or anything like that. In fact, I think that that's something that Rivals does pretty well. The fact that when you are a police, you constantly feel like you're in control, and even if you fail, it's whatever, you know, like you have the whole police system backing you up, right? But when you're a racer, it's like you're on your own. Like you are a lot faster, and the things get a lot more chaotic. But right there, if you get busted, you are done. You will lose a lot of stuff. They honestly, you know, it's what I say. The fact that like I'm a sucker for this game, so to me, all of these games are good on their own stuff, right? Like this game does a lot of good things, and so does Rivals. So yeah, to me it's I would recommend all of them probably, but yeah, obviously other people don't really share the same fanboyism over racing games as I do. Also, I saw you that you were playing Kamui, Kamui, I guess, on Steam the other day, Klonka. That's a very good choice for a shoot 'em up. Like that's also another indie shoot 'em up that is extremely good, and it is based on another shoot 'em up. Like, believe it or not, what Kamui does is not fully original. It's based on another shoot 'em up called Reagan, I think. I don't remember, but it's a very specific shoot 'em up that has the exact same mechanics as that game. I think it is called Reagan. But yeah, if you're interested in that game, you should check that other game too. I should listen to my own advice because I haven't played Reagan actually. But it's essentially the game that Kamui is based on. That being said, I think that, well, obviously outside of Toho, Kamui has probably one of the best song. No, not Railgun. Ray as, like, you know, what comes with the lightning, that type of Ray. No, Railgun is an anime. And no, I don't recommend it. No, Ray as in it's Ray, right? Raygun. Maybe I'm wrong and it's not called like that, but I feel that it was called like that. And well, maybe there is a shoot 'em up called like that is not the one I'm thinking of. That's also possible, but I think it's that one. Let me know, guys. Maybe I'm completely wrong. It basically has the basic mechanic of, you know, enemies that are in the background. You can shoot them with an electricity laser. Like that basic premise that Kamui has is the same one that game has. Not sure if it's that one or another one.
All units, roadblock in position ahead.
Make contact. My vehicle is taking damage.
But yeah, I was about to say that outside of Toho, Kamui has probably one of the best soundtracks I've seen in a shoot 'em up. Like, it's very, very well done. Though honestly, I think that shoot 'em ups have thankfully stepped up quite a lot when it comes to that. Like, at some point, I think that shoot 'em ups didn't have, you know, that impressive of a soundtrack a lot of times, but I can mention a lot of shoot 'em ups with good soundtracks actually that are not Toho, obviously. Yeah, the OST is pretty good. In fact, like the regular boss theme, I still think that it's probably one of the best boss themes of a shoot 'em up. It's very well done. It's very well done alongside the presentation of it. The fact that each boss has like a very short intro that is synchronized to the intro of the song is pretty cool too. Fucking roadblocks. Okay, those spike strips are fucking me up very badly. Like, I'm already very low on health. That is not good. I mean, I'm not even halfway done here, and I'm already almost dead. So this should probably be a restart. Thanks, Chopper. I appreciate that. That was me, by the way. In case you didn't see me, Chopper. The one that hit the spike strip you tossed, that was me. Thank you for that. Very kind of you. Well, honestly, the Chopper in this game does a 50-50 show. Like in the previous mission, it was thanks to the Chopper that I was able to win right at the end when I was about to die. Here it had the opposite effect, so yeah, it really is a 50-50 split. Oh, how are you not dead? Right. I would want you to respawn, yeah, like that. Oh, but you're so slow then. Oh, and then he suddenly speed up. Well, eat shit. That's what you get for being a rubber banding bitch. Okay, so problem is that now I'm a little bit far from the other ones. No, I'm not falling for that. Good shot, good try. Oh. Okay, I did hit him, but apparently that wasn't enough to do a bust. I mean, that should have been a shit ton of damage. Was a full speed hit. Wish it would have been more precise though. Boom. Okay, yeah. That guy is out of commission. Ah, damn it. Oh, that's why you use the brakes, you piece of shit. You're too far. You slow down a little bit too much. Shame on you.
EMP activated, acquiring target lock.
No. Okay. Come on. Well, that didn't do any damage. Damn, you really like the EMP, huh? Well, look. If you like the EMP so much, how about you have a taste of it? Here, this one is free of charge. Hope you enjoyed it. What does the helicopter do? Well, when he feels like it, he stays in the air and drops a spike strip. Promise that not only that happens whenever the fuck he feels like doing it, but also oftentimes he misses and you are the one that ends up getting hit by it, like it happened on the previous attempt. So yeah, it is a good question. What does the helicopter do? Because half the time nothing is the answer. Right. Yeah, I think right there he hit this guy. For example, there he was useful. Ah, fuck. Oh, my bad. What is the button to respawn in this game? Well, certainly not that one. No, actually start, I think, was the button to respawn in Need for Speed World. Obviously here it's the button for pausing.
You got it. Roadblock in position ahead.
I don't remember which one it was in... Well, I don't remember, no, I don't know which one it is in this game. If there even is a button to respawn. Well, successful... What do we mean by successful? I didn't really see them slowing down or get busted. So yeah, I wouldn't count it as successful. Let's find out. There's only 2 remaining. That was not a crash. That was not a crash under any extent of the imagination. It's fine. See, that one should have been a crash. Yes, I'm glad it wasn't, but... Yeah, I'm having trouble. These guys are pretty far. And even though there is still a big chunk of race remaining, it's not looking good. A TC? The fuck does that mean?
Suspect has evaded the spike strip.
To nobody's surprise. Alright. What you think about this though? Oh wow. Alright. That guy really didn't want to get hit by the EMP. I was gonna say you should have taken the trade, but no, he will be dead anyways. Ooh, this guy has a lot of health. That is a problem. Don't think I can take this guy down that quickly and the race is almost over. Okay, never mind. The roadblock actually worked this time. It's weird because last time something similar happened and the opponent barely took damage. But this time he took full damage from my hit. Nice. Well, that was a successful hot pursuit. And I unlocked the Koenigsegg. So they are already giving the Koenigsegg like candies. Alright. Oh, by the way, Clonecar, I don't know if you are interested in Shoujo, but in a couple of days the part 7 is gonna be released. Animated, of course, because it already existed before, but now it's gonna be animated. So yeah, if you're interested, it's there in some days on Netflix or on other platforms. I personally will watch it in other platforms, you know. Platforms I'm not allowed to disclose, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, the point is that if you're interested, there's that. I guess at the beginning I wasn't that interested since I didn't finish part 6 because I thought it was shit. But considering that the general sentiment seems to be that, and there's also a general sentiment that part 7 is very good, I kinda have to watch it, you know. Like I kinda have the duty to watch it. Oh, these guys were so far, and now they are right next to me. Pretty cool. Wait. Oh, I could have kept going, or maybe no, I'm not sure what was in there, if I could have kept going forward or not. Maybe not. Who knows? This thing out part 6 were the Akeboshi rockets. And what was that? Because you know I'm not good at remembering names. So I don't know what that was. I mean, the thing that I remember the most out part 6 is it's the weird Feng Shui guy and like that whole fight with also that guy raining meteors and shit. That's probably the part that I remember the most. Pretty well. Saying bizarre fight is a little bit of a given, considering it's shoujo. Yeah, that fight was interesting. Oh, there was also that fight in like the middle of like a water place. There were some cool things out part 6, but unfortunately one of the fights was not very cool and it made me drop the part right there. The one with like the memory opponent. Like that one, I dislike it so much that it made me drop the whole part. Just like that. So these guys are not so close now, huh? It's pretty possible that the AI in these regular races probably slows down towards the end as well. Like they only try to give the illusion that they are, you know, close to you, but then they give the illusion that you are going faster and you win. Though in this case I've been winning the whole race, but that's because of the shortcut that I took at the beginning that they didn't take. So we unlock, oh, the Lamborghini sets to Elemento. It's an interesting one. Apparently it's classified how much it costs. Yeah, that's because you cannot purchase it if you're a normal person. Okay, rapid response. Yeah, we can use this guy, Ardo, I guess. Might as well. And I think that I'm gonna do a couple more events after this one, like basically one racer and one police event, and then I'm gonna be done for the day. Would be nice if I could keep up the pace of like 20 events per stream.
Central to all units.
The Akeboshi rockets are the guys that sing the opening. Oh,
But you will be evaluated as this is with a live situation.
didn't finish part 6 either, by the way. But wait, the opening is, well, at least the first opening is sung by a girl. I think that's the only one I know. Because I think that when they changed the opening, I kinda stopped watching, you know. Or rather, I didn't even watch when they changed the opening. So yeah, it's it is what it is. You know, the one I remember is the first one, which is, by the way, a pretty good opening. Oh, it's... Okay, so... You say the guys because it's a band... Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that opening was good. Yeah, I didn't know the name of the band. So you were talking about a male vocalist, but no, yeah, that opening was
All
good.
units respond. This is an emergency situation.
So I guess that the not finishing part 6 seems to be a very common thing, and it makes sense because it really is the worst part so far. I personally, as I say, I abandoned it on that fight with that stand that you know, that makes you lose memory. I feel like that fight was so fucking shitty and so unexcusable on not just what the power does, but also how they resolve the situation, that I'm like, nah, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit, I'm out of here. And I did not watch anything more. And the worst part is that theoretically that's when the part gets better, because it's when they escape the prison, right? But I'm like, no, dude, like, you cannot put a fight like that and expect me to keep watching, you know? There is no way. So yeah. But I have expectations from part 7 at least, and it, as I say, it should release, I think, in 2 or 3 days. So yeah, if you're looking forward to that, keep in mind that it's very close. I am also looking forward to that. The Akeboshi Rockets used to be a Toho circle, by the way. They managed to do the jumping to anime music. Oh, that's pretty cool. Because I think that the majority of the Toho Doujin circles that I know, well, at least the circle in itself kept being Doujin, which makes sense. I don't know if like one of the singers actually made it into something more professional. At least the ones that are my favorite, I'm not really sure if it happened. Like, I mean, in my case, my favorites are 3L, Merami Pop, Hotaru, and pretty much those. Those are at the very top. Every other one is kinda below those. Oh yeah, and Senya, I almost forgot about Senya. Yeah, those are basically my top Toho vocalists. And everyone else is below. Senya works for Sega, really? I wonder if she... would have been fun if she sung the openings for example, like Neptunia, right? So I'm pretty sure that at least the... well, opening. More like the opening, the ending. I remember some of the ending songs of Neptunia, and I'm pretty sure Senya didn't sing any of them, but yeah. I mean, if it's for Sega, but what franchise could she work on? Because Sega, well, Sega has a lot of shit that I don't even know it's Sega, but it ends up being Sega. So it could be just a franchise I'm not aware of. It's possible. But yeah. Alright, let's do one racer and one police event more, and then let's stop for the day. So we're gonna go to this gauntlet team. This Porsche only has this color, huh? Well, it's called pure blue, but I wouldn't really say that one is a pure blue. It's more like light blue. Pure blue will be a little bit darker. Unless pure is supposed to be a replacement for the word light, maybe. I don't know. I'm dumb and have bad memory. Don't worry about it. It happens to me too. I mean, it's like that time that I confused that name of that one Smash Ultimate player. Like, I basically accused someone of doing something they didn't do because I got the names mixed up and you had to correct me. Yeah, don't worry, it happens. Yeah. It's well, I haven't really heard anything from... Yeah, it was MK Leo, the one that I thought was the one in, you know, involved in sketchy shit, but no, it was another top player. Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I haven't really listened to many songs from any of those vocalists lately. I should. No. Okay, that was close. I wasn't expecting indulgence from the outside. Oh, that's a very fucked up roadblock, really. In the middle of a corner. Though at the same time there, I feel like that should have been a dodge, but it wasn't. Oh, that's so evil. That's undodgeable. The helicopter shoots the spike strip at the same time as the other assholes. Though honestly, there I could have used the shammer. With the shammer, the spike strips get retracted. So that was my bad. Oh, it's for the Beatmania games on Konami. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, definitely makes more sense. Shame that Beatmania is pretty much inaccessible if you are not Japanese. But yeah, it is what it is. Also, I don't think I'm gonna get the goal here. 1 minute away and still having that distance remaining. Well, it could... No, what a sack of fucking shit, dude. How much are you gonna... Also, how much is this helicopter gonna harass me, I wonder? Because... You've been out for a while. And you still haven't stopped. Shouldn't it be time you stop? Huh. Ah, that sucks. It's fine, I have a shammer. Yeah, I mean... My idea wasn't shamming the spike strip, but hey, sure, why not? I might make it in time, actually. Yeah, this could happen. The emphasis is cool. It might not. Please. Nice. With 1 second to spare. But it happened. Mirami keeps uploading covers on her YouTube. Don't know if she does anything else. Yeah, maybe she doesn't really do Doshin anymore. The one that I think that barely does anything is Hotaru. I mean, back then I'm pretty sure she barely did anything, but I think nowadays even less. Yeah, it's fine. I got the Roadster. Oh, and I got the GTR, nice. I mean, I don't mind this car, but I wish more of these games included the R34. It's fine. Alright, so let's do one more event before finishing. And then we're gonna continue tomorrow, of course. But yeah, let's first do one more. We can do it... we could repeat the Lambo, I guess. It's a cool car. But yeah. I should listen to... Well, rather than listen, I should... try looking for more of what they do and listen more. But you know that lately, instead of listening to... Well, I did listen to a little bit of Doshin lately with...
Central to all units. Officers require assistance.
What's the name of the circle? 38 Beats. Like, I listened to a lot of those albums. But lately, one thing I'm listening to a lot is pop from Finland. Like, that's such a random thing to listen to. But you know that, like, I essentially, you know, like I came across an artist that I really like what he does, and that artist at the same time made me see other artists. And they are all from Finland, and they all seem very, very talented. Like, yeah, completely unexpected. I've been listening to a lot of Finnish songs lately. Finland, just like the rest of the Scandinavian countries, I guess, are countries that I was always interested in, simply because I think that obviously no country in the world is perfect, but I think that the Scandinavian countries are the closest to that, like as closest as it's possible in our plane of existence, right? And Finland is one of them. So you know that, yeah, that also adds a little bit to the interest of it being a country that I always heard of, but never really saw anything about it. Well, I guess the only exception being that there are a lot of Formula 1 drivers that came from Finland, but not much more. Listening to music artists from one country, I think it's always a nice way to try to get at least a little bit closer to the country in a very, you know, as much as it's possible without actually going there, right? Wow, that guy was just parked there for no reason. Nice. Okay, so I think with this event we're finishing for the day. How many events is this, I wonder? Like, do we have 40? Oh, 35 them. So we actually did 10 less events than yesterday then. We are actually slowing down the pace. I wonder if here it tells you, yeah, it tells you the total completion. I wonder if in the completion they also include milestones. So it's possible that I might not get that, but my current objective is essentially getting all the golds. That's what matters. Like that's the primary objective I'm going for. I like metal bands from Finland, the 3 that I know. Yeah, it seems that Finland apparently produces a lot of very nice musicians, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, in any case, that will be it for me for today. So we're gonna be continuing this on the next stream. So hey, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with more of this. So have a good one, and take care.